Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to my channel. Today, we are going to learn an English chapter of Class 10 from the First Flight book. The name of the chapter is The Glimpses of India. Today, we'll learn part 1 from this chapter, A Baker from Goa, written by Lucio Rodriguez. So, students, if you are seeing my video for the first time, do subscribe it and press the bell icon so you get the notifications of my uploaded videos. So, let's see what is there in this chapter. This is a pen portrait of a traditional Goan village baker who still has an important place in his society. Now, pen portrait is nothing but the hard side and the soft side of a person, of a traditional person who lives in a village. And here we'll see about a baker whose life is full of struggle, a hard worker, and the other side is his attitude, his nature, his way of appearance, and the lifestyle. So today we are going to learn about the pen portrait of a traditional Goan village baker, and it still has an important place in the society there. Our elders are often heard reminiscing nostalgically about those good old Portuguese days, the Portuguese and their famous loaves of bread. Those eaters of loaves might have vanished, but the makers are still there. We still have amongst us the mixers, the molders, and those who bake the loaves. Those age old, time tested furnaces still exist. The fire in the furnaces has not yet been extinguished. The thud and the jingle of the traditional baker's bamboo heralding his arrival in the morning can still be heard in some places. Maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. These bakers are even today known as padder in Goa. So, students, here we see that the author says that the elders are still reminiscing nostalgically, means they still remember the past good days when the Portuguese were there and the famous loaves of bread. They remember this Portuguese because of this famous loaves of bread. And those eaters of loaves, they might have vanished, but we still find the makers, means the one who is still following the profession of baking. So we find the makers and we still also find the traditional mixers, the molders which were used during those days. The village keep this tradition alive and they are still using the same furnaces, the kind of furnaces they used in the traditional days. The thud and the jingle of the traditional baker's bamboo heralding his arrival. Still, we find in some places in Goa, the Goan villages, that we are still having the bakers who come in the morning to sell the breads and the loaves of bread in the same old fashion which they used to follow in the olden days, that is the basket which were made up of bamboos and the sticks, and the same thud and jingle sound they used to come, and they are still coming alive, they are still keeping alive the same old tradition. Maybe the father does not exist now, maybe he is not alive, but the son is carrying out his own family profession which were passed out by his forefathers. And these bakers still exist in some of the villages in the Goa, and they even today are known as padder. So we can find this padder, these bakers in the Goa even today. Then, during her childhood in Goa, the baker used to be a friend, companion, and guide. He used to come at least twice a day. Once when he set out in the morning on his selling round, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. The jingling thud of his bamboo woke us up from sleep, and we ran to meet and greet him. Why was it so? Was it for the love of the loaf? Not at all. The loaves were bought by some Pasquin or Bastien, the maidservant of the house. What we longed for were those bread bangles which we chose carefully. Sometimes it was sweet bread of special make. The baker made his musical entry on the scene with the jing jang sound of a specially made bamboo staff. One hand supported the basket on his head, and the other banged the bamboo on the ground. He would greet the lady of the house with good morning and then place his basket on the vertical bamboo. So, students, during the childhood here in the Goa, the author used to see the baker that they were their friends, the companion, and their guides. And these bakers used to come twice a day. Once in the morning, they used to come and sell their breads and the bangle breads, whatever stuffs they had it. And the next round, they used to come and take the bills or just with the empty basket they used to come. They were returning to the house and the children used to run and meet them. They wanted to meet and greet these bakers. Why was it so? The author says what was it just for the love of the loaf? And they said not at all. It was just because they wanted to choose the bread bangles for themselves carefully. It was made out of sweet breads, and because it suited the taste of the children, they used to run and come and meet the baker and greet him and select them carefully, the bread bangles for themselves. And the maker he used to make the entry with jing jang sound of his basket, which was specially made out of bamboo staff, which was again a traditional one. And he used to support his basket with one hand on his head and the other he used to hit the bamboo on the ground, which always made the noise of the jing jang. Once they entered, they greeted the lady of the house with the good morning, and then they placed the basket on it and they gave the loaves of the bread. Weak kids would be pushed aside and a mild rebuke, and the loaves would be delivered to the servant. But we would not give up. We would climb a bench or the parapet and peep into the basket somehow. I can still recall the typical fragrance of those loaves for the elders and the bangles for the children. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth or wash our mouths properly. And why should we? Who would take the trouble of plucking the mango leaf for the toothbrush? And why was it necessary at all? The tiger never brushed his teeth. Hot tea could wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. So, children, you can see here that the kids were pushed aside, means as you say when something some sellers they come and the elders are selecting the things, when the children are peeping they were just moved aside. The same thing happened, but here the children never listened to them. Somehow they managed, they peeped, they kept the chairs and something, and they climbed and they just used to select their piece of bread bangles what the baker had bought. Then they were so excited to have those bread bangles that they did not even bother to brush their teeth or wash their mouths. Soon after they got up with the sound of the baker's baskets, jing jang noises, they used to come and they were so excited and eager to have that loaves of bread, the bread bangles, that they thought, why should we brush it all? Who will go and pluck the mango leaf for the for toothbrush and all? And who will do the brushing and all? And they used to think, why is it necessary after all? The tiger never brushed his teeth. And they also used to think that there is hot tea which they will have and it will wash and clean up everything. This was the mentality of the children, and they never washed their or uh, they never washed their faces, mouths, and had the toothbrush because they were so eagerly waiting for the bread bangles. Then, marriage gifts are meaningless without the sweet bread known as the bowl, just as the party or a feast loses its charm without bread. Not enough can be said to show how important a baker can be for a village. The lady of the house must prepare sandwiches on the occasion of a daughter's engagement. Cakes and bolinas are the must for the Christmas as well as other festivals. Thus, the presence of the baker's furnace in the village is absolutely essential. The baker or the bread seller of those days had a peculiar dress known as the kabai. It was a single piece long frock reaching down to the knees. In our childhood, we saw bakers wearing a shirt and trousers which were shorter than full length ones and longer than half pants. Even today, anyone who wears a half pant which reaches just below the knees invites the comment that he is dressed like a padder. So, children, we can see here that the bakers in the society of Goa are so important that they even have the sweets like bread and bowl, which is known as bowl in the marriages. They use these breads and the loaves of breads of different variety in various occasions, like the engagement parties, the festive festive occasions, the celebrations. And if there's engagement, they had to prepare sandwiches and cakes and bolinas. Bolinas are nothing but the cookies which you can see in the image there, and it was very importantly made on the Christmas Eve. And the baker's furnace in the village was absolutely essential. The villages used to have that baker's furnace where everything used to be prepared. And the bread seller in those days were wearing a peculiar dress which was known as kabai, which was a long frock. And even today, if you find someone wearing a long pant more than half, like below the knees, and they are still commented as that they are dressed as a padder. So still this exists in Goa. The baker usually collected his bills at the end of the month. Monthly accounts used to be recorded on some wall in pencil. Baking was indeed a profitable profession in the old days. The baker and his family never stopped. He, his family, and his servants always looked happy and prosperous. Their plump physique was an open testimony to this. Even today, any person with a jackfruit like physical appearance is easily compared to a baker. So students, the baker here, they used to collect the bills at the end of the month, and the accounts which they used to have was recorded on the walls with some pencil or some markers and all. And baking was a profitable profession in the olden days in Goa, and the baker and his family, they never stopped. Means they had a good profit and they lived the life very easily and happily. The family of the baker and the servants were very happy and prosperous. They were plumpy in physique, means a fat kind, a healthy kind of personality they had. And even today, if they find any person like a jackfruit like physical appearance, means a plumpy and a healthy with a healthy appearance, they are compared to as the bakers from the baker's family, or compared to as a baker. So this was about the old story about the bakers, which still exists in the Goan villages. They keep up the tradition even now. So hope you all understood this part one of this chapter, and keep looking, keep seeing my video for the next two parts of the same chapter. Thank you for watching my video.